Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in this world. I'm DJ Unification, also known as Double Dragon 912, and today, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? News Fridays is finally back. Gameplay footage you see in the background, I don't know yet. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I like to surprise you and surprise me. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Got a lot of great news stories for you guys and girls. I ain't gonna hold you too long. Didn't too much happen this week in these gaming streets, but try to keep you guys and girls entertained for a little bit, just a touch of gaming, a little bit. Let me stop being silly. But before I get into that, ladies and gentlemen, I want to let y'all guys and girls know Jesus Christ love y'all. Remember, God sent His Son, Jesus Christ, to die for our sins. Y'all get to know Him before it's too late, ladies and gentlemen. You don't need no, like I said, you don't need no run coordinator. You don't need to set no appointment. You can talk to Jesus Christ whenever you guys and girls get ready. He's always listening. He's right there. Just get to know Him before it's too late. Just saying. That being said, let's get into my first news story for today, ladies and gentlemen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, first thing I want to talk about today on this here News Friday. Yeah. Let's get into this. The Legend of Heroes Trails Beyond the Horizon adds Switch 2 version. Wow. Now, it's delayed until 2026 in the West, no longer due out this fall. Wow. Now listen, let me read this to you guys and girls. Legend of Cold Steel, not Cold Steel, I'm tripping. Legend of Heroes Trails Beyond the Horizon will launch for Switch 2 alongside its previous announced PS5, PS4, Switch and PC version, and Steam via Epic Game Store and GOG versions in January 2026. Publisher NIS America announced. This is a delay from its previously planned 2025 release window. Now listen, let me read it to you guys and girls. Pre-orders for the Switch 2 version is the NIS online store. Limited editions are now available for $109.99. It will ship on a game key card. Pre-orders for the PlayStation 5, 4, and Switch versions will be available for $99.99. Here's an overview of the game, blah, 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 blah. Wow. Now, basically, I want to point this out to you guys and girls that the limited edition for the, not just limited edition, the regular edition too, it's going to be, I think, 79, not 79, but 69. But, no, 59, according to what I got on Amazon. But if you want the limited edition of The Legend of Heroes Trails Beyond the Horizon Switch 2 version, not only will it cost you $10 extra, but the whole game is not going to be on the cartridge. It's going to be on a key card. If you did not know, ladies and gentlemen, to educate you guys, girls, people that got Switch 2s out there, if a game is on a key card, it's basically not, the game is not on there. It's a digital download, and it's basically not physical media. I know, like games that are physical media, like this one, it's all that's on the disc, and you can just pop it in there. You go about your business. But with Switch 2, they being cheap. They do what they call digital game cards, key cards. And when you have a key card, the whole game is not on the disc. It's basically just a paperweight that holds digital data, and you got to download it from the internet, and it goes into you to the cartridge from digital download. There's not nothing on the disc. Wow! And not only that, you got to pay $10 extra for the Switch 2 version. Also, to go along with the crap, we're gonna have to wait. Instead of getting it in October, because it was like, if you go look on Amazon right now, the regular version was going to come out in October. But now, since it's coming out on Switch 2 also, it's getting delayed until January 2026. Wow. Not only, in order to get the Switch 2 version, you have to pay $10 extra. You You also will have to wait until 2026 thanks to the Switch 2. Wow. Now, I told y'all when I first did this channel, I told y'all, I don't discriminate. If Nintendo acts stupid, I bash them. I call them out. If Microsoft acts stupid, Xbox, I bash them. I call them out. If PlayStation acts stupid, I bash them. I call them out. I don't discriminate. I give all of them the smoke. When they acting stupid, you gotta call them out on it, ladies and gentlemen. You can't just turn a blind eye. No, don't do that. When you love something, you gotta tell it how it is. And the only way these companies will stop trying to screw us over is we speak with our wallet. Me personally, if I was a Nintendo Switch 2 owner, I wouldn't buy this game. Personally, I would not buy this game. Not only are you going to charge me $10 extra, but on top of that, because it's coming out on the Switch 2, it's delayed until 2026. And also, because of you, delayed to 2026, and you not give me the whole game on the cartridge. You give me a digital key card. Basically, if I don't have no internet connection, I can't play the game. Period. If I got to Switch 2. Other consoles, of course, probably can play it on the Xbox and Switch and PS4 and PS5, the regular ones. You can play it on there. But without an internet connection, I can't play this game if I got to Switch 2. That is just ridiculous. Ridiculous. I told y'all, I'm not buying no Switch 2. First of all, Switch 2 costs too much, $450? No. And $499 for the one with the Mario Kart All World on it? No. Only way Nintendo will stop screwing y'all over if you speak with your wallet. Just saying. Let's keep moving. Moving right along. Moving right along. Alright, let's see, ladies and what we got next here. Alright, here we go. Let's talk about this. Final Fantasy 16 may already be struggling on Xbox. Wow. Now listen, this is what it says. Final Fantasy 16 has not sold well during its first week on Xbox Series X and S, despite the game's high review score and launch status, my bad, as a numbered entry in one of Japan's most iconic RPG franchises. Final Fantasy 16, or as I like to call Devil May Cry 16, is already struggling to push copies for its latest console release. Wow. Now, this is what I got to say about that. I expected nothing less. Listen, when Final Fantasy, or should I say Devil May Cry 16 on PlayStation 5 struggled to sell, and it was trash on PlayStation. Just because it's on another console, another platform, don't mean it's not going to still be trash. Garbage is garbage. I don't care what console you put it on, what platform you put it on, or how you try to spray perfume or cologne on it. Garbage is garbage. It's still garbage. It's just going to smell. It's still going to be garbage. It may not smell as bad, but it's still trash. Garbage. I knew it. Besides, some YouTubers may get mad at me for saying this, but it's the truth. Y'all can prove me that wrong down in the comment section. Most Xbox gamers, I ain't gonna say all of them, but majority of Xbox gamers, 9 times out of 10, if it ain't on Game Pass, 9 times out of 10, they do not buy it. My younger brother, love my younger brother, Big Ant Crusher, he don't buy his games. He play for Game Pass. If it ain't on Game Pass, he don't play it. No Game Pass, no life. That's how the Xbox gamers are. And that's how Microsoft and Phil Spencer in the game want you to be. They want you to be on that Game Pass. If you go outside of Game Pass, they ain't studying you. These folks ain't gonna buy this thing. I would love to see the final sales numbers for Final Fantasy 16 after a year. This time next year, I'm gonna look if Xbox even give out sales number. I doubt they will. Most time they don't. If they give out sales numbers, we need to look and see what the sales numbers for Xbox, for Devil May Cry 16, and for Re-Garbage when they come out this winter. I want to see the sales numbers next year around this time so we can compare the numbers. I bet it don't be that much. And here goes some YouTube guys. Well, it doesn't matter, man. Shouldn't have exclusives. They're still making money. That's fine. But like I said, garbage is still garbage on no matter what platform you put it on. Whether you put it on PC, if a game's garbage, it's still gonna be garbage. You put it on PS5, a game's garbage, it's still gonna be garbage. You put it on Xbox Series X and S, a game's garbage, it's gonna still be garbage. Put it on Nintendo Switch 1 and 2, a game's garbage, it's still gonna be garbage. Trash, garbage. Devil May Cry 16, it's still garbage. Be honest with you guys and girls, Final Fantasy really and truly, in my opinion, hasn't been real good like a banger since 10. Don't get me wrong, 12 had a good battle system. I love the battle system for 12, but the story was trash. Final Fantasy 12, I want to be a sky pirate. I want to be a sky pirate. What sold 12 was the battle system and the princess. She's hot. Hot. Other than that, 12 was hot garbage. The story was lackluster. It wasn't even about the main character. All he wanted to do is be a sky pirate. 13, it's okay. I never did get the chance to finish it because my PlayStation 3 went out on me. Don't even get me started with 15. Trash, garbage, depression. 16, that ain't even no Final Fantasy game. That's a Devil May Cry. That's Devil May Cry 16. That's what I call it. Be honest with you guys and girls, we haven't had a good Final Fantasy since Final Fantasy 10. Just saying. Telling the truth. Now let me know down in the comments section y'all disagree with me. I want to know. Down below. Let's keep moving. Moving right along. Moving right along. Let's see what else we got here, ladies and gentlemen. We're all friends here. I'll talk about that. Final Fantasy. Let's see. What else we got here? Oh, here we go. Look at that PlayStation now. Over 4 years later, PlayStation 5 has more monthly users than PS4. Wow. Here we go. For the first time, more people are using a PlayStation 5 console than a PS4, according to Sony. It's according to Sony now. I have to take that with a grain of salt. In a new look at the business of PlayStation, Sony notes that PS5 had more monthly active users when compared to PS4, with the combined player base now at 124 million users as of March 31st. Sony said that it had 49 million monthly users each on PS5 and PS4 as of April 30th, 2024. While it hasn't provided exact figures on just how many people are now on PS5 compared to PS4, the accompanying the slideshow down at the bottom, y'all, like I said, everything I talk about, click link in the description, y'all can read it for yourself, does suggest that there has been a significant change here. Spending has also increased, while with Sony's noting that people were spending more on peripherals, services, and content. Wow. It took over 4 years for the PS5 to surpass the PS4 in this category, but there are several reasons for this. The PS5 suffered from stock shortages when it first launched in 2020 because of the pandemic, and most games were available on both platforms, PlayStation platforms. This included several big sports titles and their AAA releases, which are generally considered to be some of the big drivers behind adopting new console hardware. Wow. So according to Sony, ladies and gentlemen, after 4 years, the PS5 has finally got more monthly users, basically PlayStation Plus users, now than PS4. Wow. Now, I'll be honest with you guys and girls, I don't believe this. I think Sony just blowing that smoke. Really and truly, I would rather see a third party's prospect on this, but with this is from GameSpot.com, by the way. Shout out to GameSpot. I can only go by what Sony is saying on this website. They may be lying about their figures, but what we need to see is another hack. Now you get another hack, and remember like what happened last year? What was last year or the year before? I can't remember. Insomniac had got hacked, and then that's when everybody found out that PS4 had more PlayStation Plus users than PS5. But this time, Sony's just coming out and saying that yeah, PS5 has more monthly users than PS4. I don't know if I can believe this, ladies and gentlemen, me personally, but I can only give y'all the news, and I can only report on the news. But I guess better late than never, ladies and gentlemen. And I guess that's why Sony is pretty much been stop bringing out PlayStation 4, PlayStation Plus games, because I think this is the last year Sony's finna do PS4 PlayStation Plus games along with the PS5 PlayStation Plus games apparently. But there you have it, folks. I guess Sony finally got their wish that PS5 has got more PlayStation Plus users than PS4, but let me know down in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. Do you guys and girls, most of y'all that follow me, appreciate you following me and subscribing. Do y'all still have y'all PS4, or do y'all have y'all moved on to PS5? Let me know down in the comment section. I really want to know this. See if there's some truth to this or what they saying, or they just blowing smoke. I need to know down below. Like I said, everything I talk about, click the link in the description. Y'all can read it for yourselves. Anyways, let's keep moving. Right along, moving right along. Now let's see what else we need to talk about here, ladies and gentlemen. We're all friends here. All right, here we go. Sony hints at PlayStation Plus price increase after highest tiers attract more players. Wow. Now here we go. Let's get into this. Sony has shared a new report with investors that touts PlayStation 5 master marketplace gains and the continued expansion of PlayStation Plus subscriber base. My bad. The latter has been so successful at adding users to the high subscription tiers that Sony is already considering a price increase for PlayStation Plus to maximize profitability. Wow, really, Sony? Here we go. Following the release of the report online, Sony Interactive Entertainment President and CEO Hideki Noshinoro, forgive me, Lord. Forgive me, y'all. I spelled his name wrong. Said his name wrong. Appeared on a fireside chat and spelled out that the only direction for PlayStation Plus pricing is up. The PlayStation Plus service offers great value for our players, and we will continue to add more value and adjust our pricing strategy in a dynamic way to maximize profitability, says Sony CEO. Wow. The greed is crazy with these companies, ladies and gentlemen. The greed is just out of control, ladies and gentlemen. These companies with their greedy sales are just going crazy. Now you finally get a profit on your PlayStation Plus subscriptions. It's going up. It's good. You're making a profit off of it. Now all of a sudden, you want to increase the price? Really? Seriously, Sony? Really? You making money? Okay, we're making money. Let's just do something stupid. Let's just increase the price on the PlayStation Plus so we can try to make even more money and break even people more. Don't you realize, when people realize that the price that went up on PlayStation Plus, people are not going to keep buying that. The newcomers, the casual gamer, they're not finna pay for that. Not when they got alternatives. They can go to the PC, play the same games with Sony. You a lot of your exclusives, pretty much all your exclusives, are on PC. Maybe 2 or 3 games that you have are not on PC, but Helldivers 2, PC. God of War, Ragnarok, both the God of Wars, PC. Spider-Man's, PC. All your games are on PC. Only ones that are not on PC are Gran Turismo 7 and maybe 1 or 2 more at the most. But they can go on they can go on PC and play all y'all games for free. They download them or whatever, pay for it, and then to do it online, they ain't got to pay for online. They can be on PC for free with crossplay for free. Won't cost them a dime. They just have to pay for the game. That's it. And y'all got the nerve, the audacity to bring up the price? Sony, what are y'all smoking? Y'all smoking some of that ooh-wee. Y'all got to be crazy. I don't get it. I don't understand these greedy behind companies. I guess greed just turn you blind to what's going on in reality. You making money, but you want to increase the PlayStation Plus price? For PlayStation Plus price right now for a year, I know because I got it. It's $80 for a year right now. For essentials. This is just essential. I ain't talking about the other ones. It used to be $60. Ridiculous. And you want to increase the price? Are you serious, Sony? And don't get me wrong, you make other products besides PlayStation, but PlayStation, y'all big cash cow. And you want to increase the price on that for real? Seriously, not when they got more alternatives out there? Like I said, you can go to PC, buy your games, still be online for free. And you ain't got to buy your games. They can go to Nintendo, get their own Nintendo services, and it's a lot cheaper than what y'all offering. Nintendo online services. It's cheaper. It may not be Sony games, but it's still an online service. I don't understand it, y'all. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get these companies. I don't get the greed and the audacity these companies have in this world today. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, everything I talk about, you click the link in the description. Y'all can read it down below. Y'all think I'm lying? Like I said, I base everything I talk about in my news articles. I don't just try to blow smoke at you, but this is what the news article's saying. Just saying. That's all I have to say about that. Let's keep moving right along. Moving right along. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into my last news story for today, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Xbox folks, this for y'all. Xbox president shares new details on next-gen console. Wow, here we go. Let's see. Xbox president Sarah Bond makes a major announcement about the new future of Xbox. Here we go. Microsoft has announced a strategic, multiversal partnership with AMD power its next generation devices, including the new Xbox home console. Wow. Xbox President Sarah Bond made this announcement today. She said Microsoft and AMD will work together to co-engineer silicon across a portfolio of devices, including our next generation Xbox consoles in your living room and in your handhelds. You know, the handheld. Wow. I noticed something, ladies and gentlemen. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section. It seems like when the Xbox want to say somewhat bad news, I noticed Phil Spencer don't really go out there and say that. He always brings Miss Sarah Bond, who's pretty on the eyes, by the way. He bring her out there to make herself look like a stone, just crazy. First of all, Microsoft, I don't even know why y'all still in the console business. Y'all need to leave the consoles alone. Just do third party, because all your games, you don't even need an Xbox to play all your games. Period. The new Gears of War, PlayStation 5. Forza, PlayStation 5. What was it? Hi-Fi Rush, PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch. Indiana Jones, PlayStation 5. All your games, your hit bangers, Outer Worlds 2, PlayStation 5. All your hit bangers are coming to other consoles and PC. And if I want to play online with those games, I don't have to pay for an online subscription either. Literally, there's no real reason to own a Xbox. No real reason to own one. To this, it baffles me. I don't get it. Why y'all are still trying to make consoles? What's the point of owning one? It used to be the point that, Xbox S's was cheaper, to get into instead of doing PC gaming. Now Xbox Series S costs you what, $500? It used to be $299, $300. I think it's $500 now for an Xbox Series S. I talked about that in the news story not too long ago. For that much, you can get you a gaming PC. 1650 Super. Y'all know what I'm talking about. My PC owners out there. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And it'll play all your games. It will. I got a 2060 Super. Plays all my games. Right now, I can play some of your big budget titles right now on my PC. Easily. No stutter, none of that. And it costs a lot less than me buying an Xbox. There's no real reason to own a Xbox. I don't know why y'all still doing it. And then you go and make a partnership with AMD and say y'all finna go make another Xbox console. I don't see why. What's the point? Ain't no point to making an Xbox console. Cause you just port all your games on PC and other platforms anyways. Call of Duty, PC, PlayStation. And eventually, they're supposed to come to Nintendo Switch eventually. Ain't no point on the Xbox. And y'all still want to make them? And I can only fathom the price. The price probably be about $1,000 according to y'all. Y'all think people finna pay $1,000 for your console? No. I know I ain't that crazy. A lot of y'all out there ain't that crazy either. Now, like I said, I'm not the majority. I'm what they call a hardcore gamer. And I'm not the majority, I'm the minority. Your average gamer, your casual gamer, they not finna pay $700, $800, close to $1,000 for no Xbox. Or no PlayStation, or no Nintendo. They're not finna pay that. They're gonna put food on their table before they pay for Xbox. Casual mom and dad gonna be like, well, little Jimmy, I'm sorry, I can't get you no Xbox or PlayStation this year. I gotta put food on the table. I'm not finna pay that much for it. They not finna pay that much for it. Y'all living in the dream world, Neil. Xbox, Sarah Bond, Phil Spencer. Y'all living in the dream world. Y'all need to wake up. Them folks ain't finna pay that. They not finna pay that. No. Crazy. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that about wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen, for this rendition of News Fridays. Y'all leave comments below, ladies and gentlemen. Tell me what you guys and girls think about Xbox making another next gen console. Y'all think it's worth it? My Xbox fans out there, or do y'all even care? Let me know about that down there in the comments section. Tell me what you guys agree. My Final Fantasy 16 fans. Y'all surprised that Final Fantasy 16 is not selling on Xbox, or did y'all think it was gonna sell? Let me know about that down in the comment section. And for my Legend of Heroes Trails Beyond the Horizon fans, y'all excited about the Switch 2 version of this game being on a key card, and being delayed because of Switch 2, or do y'all even care? Let me know about that down in the comment section. Also, ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you guys girls think about Sony finally saying that there are more PS5 users, more so than PS4 owners when it comes to PlayStation Plus. Let me know about that down in the comments. Same thing, they telling the truth or they lying. And also tell me what you guys girls think about Sony trying to raise the price of PlayStation Plus again. Y'all think they gonna do it, or they just blowing smoke? You hope they just blowing smoke, or they Sony that foolish enough to do that. Let me know about all this stuff down in the comment section. Thank you guys and girls so much for watching. Stay tuned for more great videos like this on the way. Double Dragon 912 signing out. Peace out.